So I'm trying to take out the hot air, cold air blend actuator that's behind the stereo. That like kind of white yellowish thing back there. Anyways, I had a fucking hard time taking the stereo out, and here's why. So I ended up breaking it, and so that's the faceplate or whatever the hell. And then this, so with Fords, typically you would use their tools. You know, it's a few bucks, Walmart, wherever. And even through the faceplate, there's the holes on the side. Right? Yeah, it's all broken, so you can't even tell. It was like line up kind of like that. See, the holes are broken. So then they go into this part of the stereo. Let me see. And then so these clips right here is what keeps the stereo from falling out, sliding back out. And then the tool will slide in. So this is the good side. It'll slide in, and then it'll collapse the clips. Like the clips will go towards the inside when you maybe pull it that way or this way, whatever. I think this way should have worked. The problem with this stereo is on the driver's side. See how on this side everything lines up? You got the guide pin or whatever the heck, and it holds it in place. So when you put it, it'll push everything inward when you use the tool. It goes there, tool goes inward, slides out. This side, nothing was aligned on this side for whatever reason. I don't know if someone pulled it out recently and just didn't put it back properly or what. So when I was putting it through the holes of the faceplate, it would go actually on the outside of the pins like that, and that's not good. That doesn't help anybody. You see? So when I'm pushing it, trying to adjust them, it's not doing anything. Right away I could feel it, but I was like, I don't know what else to do but to try and just force it. And I had no idea what it looked like. I even looked online, whatever, but trying to help everybody else out. So if you're having issues, what I ended up doing is breaking everything off, seeing what was wrong, seeing that this part wasn't in here. So I was like, when you use the tool, it just doesn't work. It pushes everything outward, which you want it to go inward. So when I finally saw what it was, I was able to get a flathead and go through the middle of both, and then kind of pry it against the side of the bezel and push everything inward that way. So I hope this helps to not break your stereo like I did. Luckily I have a spare stereo. It's aftermarket, but whatever. I just put it in. Alright, hope that helps somebody. And then you can't take the bezel out unless you take the stereo first, because there's two bolts here that you have to take the stereo out. The stereo is always the first thing, I guess, if you want to work with anything behind here. And then there's two bolts down here which I already took out. One there somewhere. Yeah. So one here. So I was thinking I could take the bezel out, but when I looked online, you have to take the stereo out in order to get to these two top ones. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have to order a whatever single DIN and a wiring unit to put my old aftermarket stereo in. But yeah, shit sucks, but it happens. Ford Windstar, everybody, 2001 LX. stereo should look like that.